this, but we have it for posterity's sakes. So, okay, since we're doing an impromptu session tonight, we're not too worried. We're going to review this and let y'all kind of plan a few things. I was hoping Ruckus was going to join us, but that he may. He hadn't replied at all at Discord today, so we'll have to give him a recap. I'll have you guys or just PM talk about it a little bit. So for our session tonight, we basically all are leveling up, so we get that done, and then I'll go back over if there's anything that needs to be coded or added. Just let me know. That into the character sheets. That ready, and so y'all kind of plan. So what he's doing here is he is basically, like I said, laying out the spell incantation. He's got, he's forming basically the summoning circles. He's following Grumpbanier's spell, and y'all have watched this, and he's been studying it for a while, and he has a great disdain for the House Banier, and he's multiple where he was, see where he went wrong. You can tell that he wasn't paying attention and it misunderstood what was saying. How, no wonder, we could have collapsed the world in on itself. Bunch of mumbo jumbo, and Dirtless, you follow a good part of it. But and some of it sounds like you may be blowing a little smoke, but other ones you can that he's focusing and trying to correct, cover the mistakes that are in this, what caused all this tear, the hole in the dimensions and all that were bringing the demons through. And so he basically is going to be setting the dark heart into the middle of the white incantation lines that he is summoning, and they're starting to glow into the rock, letting y'all know that this seems to be the right cavern. There seems to be enough room, and we'll summon the demons, and they should begin to appear in circles, outer circles. Now he can't tell, and he's trying to determine, is there a way to determine which one will go active, and he's not able to decipher that or ensure what demon will come where. And he is under the impression that we won't have to summon them all. We only have to summon enough of them to, basically, like I said, when they begin to form and start showing up, is begin the attack on them. But then he will let their own hatred for each other take root in them, and basically that will, they'll go batshit crazy and see each other and forget y'all, anybody else is really there, and that battle will ensue. And as they, are weakening, to focus in y'all's attacks on the demons and destroy the physical body of them. If the physical body is destroyed, it doesn't kill the demon; it just sends them back to the hell plane. But they can't come back now, and it will take a different spell. He said once this is done, and this incantation, can't be used for quite many millennia again to bring the demons back. Now, it's not to say that they can't come back, but it will take a long time before they can reform a physical manifestation and come back, like they have in force once we send enough of them back. He doesn't believe we have to kill them all, but it's going to take, majority of them, depending on how they come through, to take them out. And once they die, they're gone. And if we can do enough of them, it will shut down the bridge between the two dimensions completely and dispatch them all. So, but he's trying to read. Up? There you are. Okay, so we're tables up. Sorry, I apologize. I know this was kind of coming out of left field, but
no. You gave me plenty of notice. I just am having a hard time getting off work on time.
Okay, so I'll review this again. So go ahead and log in, and then I'll send you the map and kind of explain again what's happening here. I'll backtrack again since we're just kind of it's a impromptu session. I'm not worried about the introductions and all that. Tactical planning. Oh man. And then we got a now you will have all your I will I'm going to do all this. Hopefully I won't have any free time on GaryCon, but we should have all enough stat for all your minions. Daedalus is going to have teleported back to Brunor's, kingdom and called on reinforcements to march post haste to join the battle. And they're going to be on their way. The question is, how quickly can they get there? Because y'all have got to get this confrontation started. You can't do it. You can't. It's not going to wait months for them to get crossed over. But they have moved off, and Eldith sends her wishes to her Hondo through Daedalus with a lovely little letter, with with dwarf kisses on it for you and all that. And is going to come join her lover in battle gear mode, along with Brunor and another contingent of his fighting forces. But y'all have your forces all here. And when you're Ruckus, there you are. Okay, you got the map. Good. Okay, so what I was saying is that Vizeron has been studying Grump's incantations and has discovered, what he believes is what has gone wrong, what has caused the problems, has been, complaining about it, a great deal. Daedalus has watched some of this because he's made this cavern looks like it's going to be a great place to have this confrontation, and he's begun to lay down these incantation line and summoning circles and all that, which he believes will help to bring the demons forth into this cavern, and help them. Then y'all can begin some of the attacks on them, and then let their hatred for each other also take over, as they will, he most assuredly guarantees that they won't even pay attention to the peons on the floor. They will rage against each other, and while that's going on, forces are going to have to determine where to attack, what to do. But his problem is, and when he's seeing all this, he's not sure who's going to come where and which circles will go active and all that. It depends on the location, the vicinities of the demon, and which ones have more power to resist, to come through, and things like that. And so he's going to continue studying this, but he's pretty certain that he's got this area laid out, and when he's ready to do the final summoning, he'll put the dark heart in the center of the white area, and then wait for the magic to happen. Okay. So y'all are sitting there kind of watching all this, and the point is to kind of plan where you're going to be tactically laid out to make basically some of the attacks. How, you've got your forces. You're not certain which circles and what will go active. So you're going to, I leave it to y'all to figure out who's going to be positioned kind of where. How do you, very, very large cavern, as you can tell. So it's not going to be able to be able to jump around and move around, based on which circles go hot and which demons come through.
How what's the distance between these circles?
I'm going to say it's a couple hundred yards, and we're not, yes, we're not doing it to scale again.
Okay.
But,
that's why I was asking. Yeah, I just wanted to see.
The demons are going to come through. They're fairly big,
So we're saying about 600 feet apart, approximately.
Something like that, and he can change it up some. He's pretty certain that he's got it laid out correctly. And he, believes that he can, Ruck, as I kind of mentioned, he said that basically it's not having to, you don't have, it's going to be summon them through. He doesn't have to summon them all. It's as a demon's physical form is destroyed, that will throw it back to hell, and it won't be able to come back through for quite some time. It has physical form is destroyed. That's a lot of anguish for them. It's a lot of pain, and they won't be able to transfer back through. This spell won't be able to use this summoning again for many millennia.
Does he know which demons he's going to summon?
He has no idea. Can't
Okay.
it depends on which ones resist harder and come through. But by taking enough of them out, he can shut down. He believes sending enough of them back through after their physical form has died here, then that should shut down the bridge completely, and the other one, and it will remove them all. But he won't know for certain because of how discombobulated and how out of control it's gotten, and the time that's passed since the original spell was used and cast. So that is his only concern, and so he's looking to the group to decide, got some cover, not a lot, because it's more to get access to him. It's more of kind of a big kind of arena type setup. The ceiling's, several hundred feet up in the air. These guys are going to be fairly big. The question is where, each of you, decision of where you want to position yourself to be able to cover the areas properly, based on which circle goes active, and you're not going to know until.
So the white circles in the center, is that open to us?
Well, you're going to know that you don't want to cross over those circles.
Okay. All right, that was.
They're not protection areas. No.
So they're not protection areas, but we also don't want to go inside there, so we can't set up in the middle.
No, you do not. Because it's back through those that these demon spirits will be sucked back through.
I'm gonna stand next to I'm gonna stand next to Ruckus.
And your guardian.
And my guardian.
So if you wonder, that's fine. Y'all all have forces. So we've got Banjo that's got his forces. I was actually I was thinking about having you, Dirtless, run Banjo and his forces, since you've only got your one minion. Okay. And then you guys, then that gives y'all enough. Everybody's got, their minions plus their character. And I know his is kind of a complicated, but you'll at least have a few extra bodies, to control and move around. So I was hoping that you didn't mind. I didn't want, sorry to take you away from Ruckus, but it was at least giving you a little bit more action, based on what you're seeing here. But
I'll be whispering Ruckus. What did I do?
And so also what I forgot to tell you is that on each side of the cavern, basically, this is kind of like the entrance and exit. Okay.
Was Brunor? He's coming down here for the fight, right?
They're coming, but it's going to take them a little time to get here, so they're on their way.
We made sure to tell them to bring their dwarvish artillery.
Going to do his best to get the forces mobilized, since y'all kind of you had the path already set up, and the supply train going down into Mantle Dareth, but then it's still a good trek all the way from there to here. So they're pushing it, but you know that this has got to get started. So somewhere in that confrontation, you hope that they will appear.
What side would
they're going to be coming in on they'll come in on the west side. If they come in, the east side is basically toward Araj and toward Minz and Bronze, and on the overall map, if you remember that,
Is there any chance we can send word to my Dro girlfriend, since we helped her out and her family? Maybe they can bring a force to bear.
You could try. Vizeron will tell you. He will say it possibly, but the way. The Dro and with what Grumpf did and all that Minza Baronzen's sitting this out. Can send a word, but doubtful that the Dro will get involved.
I
Just to
mean,
let you know.
naturally, it's only the fate of the freaking world.
Yeah. But they can't. But they won't admit that they, So the house Bernier and the Dro, this was partially their fault, and so we don't know what you're talking about. They just kind of wash their hands of it. Now, some of the other forces will begin to will send off word and mobilize to. There's a possibility that some of the left of the races and civilizations from the destroyed towns and all that, if they you have, I was definitely saying it's fair to ask that you have sent out word to all those that you have come across, even the Myconids, even Glabagool, you don't know who's going to show up when and where, but the call has been sent out. I will acquiesce and tell you that has happened. But with that being said, the question still is to the group: where will each of you position your forces to prepare based on the randomnality of what is going to happen here?
Can you guys see my drawing tool?
Drawing something, no. I can't see it.
Yeah.
I just drew something on the left side of the map.
No.
Let me pull out. How far out are you?
I'm zoomed all the way down, and I don't see anything.
I don't see it.
So I'm a little leery of splitting us into 4.
Yeah, I think maybe 2 groups.
Well, we're controlling how fast they get summoned, right?
He will, once he starts it, they will come in based on, it's a randomization of how much they can resist the call, and then which circle will go active. So no, he says once he starts this, it's a locomotive, unmanned. So but I'm going to sit there and say, so I'm sorry to cut you off, that it's kind of a barren cavern, but if you were thinking about, I'm not sure how well, some, setting up some cover and all that might be, it could avail you, it couldn't avail you. Maybe you can kind of prep the landscape just a little, maybe.
How much
I'm just
time
moving my guys.
I'm going to have our minions, right?
You have your minions. Oh yeah, you'll have all of them with you.
And slaves. Yeah.
So what are we doing for level? Because I feel like we're fighting demons, and that's gonna, like, even with a bunch of NPCs help, like, we're pretty low level to be doing that.
I'll be right back.
Are we going to 10, or
You're going up your level.
We're already level 10. Yes.
Yeah, you get to go up a level. Oh yeah.
Question, Lucas, those green circles are yours?
No,
someone's
I'm
drawing some
starting.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hondo's green.
You are black?
No, I'm like brown, and then Banjo's red.
Dirtless is black. You also, Vars, change yours a little bit. Give yourself a little color, something different.
So I'm only putting these on here so that when I'm discussing what I think maybe is a possibility, I can use them as visuals.
Yeah, for sure. I'm doing the same thing.
Go right ahead.
So if we expect help from the west, which is where the brown and red circles and the black circles are, and if we're going to say we split into 2 groups, one north, maybe one south, that way each, the north group can cover the top 2 circles, the south group can cover the bottom 2 circles, and then we would concentrate. We'd spread them out a little bit, but would concentrate forces there. And Duff, hang on.
You mean to split into each point?
Well, I'm just thinking that we don't want to split into so many separate groups that all a demon has to do is turn his gaze there and wipe out, a smaller group. How many days do we have to prepare, Duff?
Only a couple.
Okay. I mean, because
Time is of the essence.
I
I'm going
can
to.
shape the rock around us. Given enough time, I can substantially change the rock formations around us.
What are you thinking about
Well,
doing?
I mean, well, for say for if we were going to have archers shooting from a distance, they could be both raised and behind a wall.
You can put them up some. You know, the demons are, you know, gargantuan creatures, so they're going to be standing, you know. Oh. Height wise on these.
Let me check the spell.
They're huge.
I'm going to try planar binding in this.
Do what now?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I didn't
I'm gonna
understand.
get the. Don't worry. When we do the fight, you're gonna
You
do
got
it
to put. I
again.
need to know where in y'all. So, well, the point part of the map is where you will position you and your forces, Vars. You have to. You're going to commit to a spot on the map.
The blue circles.
Well, put yourself over there, and you've got. You control. How many minions, Vars? You've got 8, I believe.
Yes, I have 8.
So I'll have to. Where are they?
I'm going to get me a demon pet. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah.
All right.
So, so Duff, I'm wondering, rather than describe the rock formations, if we could say, let's say we have 2 days.
You have a couple days. So just kind of give me an idea what you know. But yeah, you don't have months to prep for this. So
right. So 2 days, I can basically cast 5 spells per day that will affect the rock formations around us. So maybe you would allow for 6 prepared positions where people can get behind cover.
Sure.
Based on whatever the demons might cast, they can at least be considered out of line of sight, or maybe give them advantage on some kind of rolls or something.
And ask away, most certainly, and you know, kind of prep out where what those would be. Do I have?
Because I think it's going to be a pretty mobile fight if we stay up for any length of time. I don't think, as these guys rampage around, things are going to get destroyed, or whatever they're spewing out might make areas not viable to be standing on. That kind of a thing.
Possibility. That is correct.
All right, so
he's basically told, yeah, it's going to be a free for all mess when this begins.
I almost think we should kind of separate into like 2 groups. Maybe we can meet in the middle, but like close to the entrance and exits.
Yeah.
We don't like all have to bunch up, but maybe if we just have 2 groups that will be kind of far away. But since we don't know which crystal, which thing is going to be activated.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm almost thinking that if we're going to be moving out, it's going to be towards the west where there's the possibility of.
I don't think it really matters, because if we stay on the west side and a demon goes to the closest 2 portals or whatever, then we can just attack. And even if there's only one there or there's none, as long as we can survive long enough for 2 demons to be summoned, we can focus down one at a time, and while they're fighting each other, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let them fight each other as much as possible, stay centralized on the west side of the map, and then when, like, say if a demon goes and spawns at the brown circle, this one right here or whatever,
yeah,
then we start attacking that. We focus on surviving long enough for a second demon to be summoned, and whatever tile that one goes to, they will most likely battle each other, recognizing that we're not the most significant threat.
Well, what
And
happens if
then-
they summon in on green?
Then what is it just going to stand there? Like, it's going to have to come forward at least close. Whatever it is, it's.
Are
if
we
it has
worried about
range-
him? Are we worried
Well,
about the creature getting into the center area? I guess that's what I don't know. I don't understand.
I thought the
like,
center area is where they're going to be like sucked back to.
The dark heart goes into the center one, and then they will radiate out, and he says that he's pretty that based on what he's seeing and understand that they will appear in the outer circles, yes, and that when they are killed, they should go back through the circle that they got summoned in.
so will they try and destroy the heart for any reason? I mean, is
They
that
can't
like
get
something
to
we
it.
have
They
to-
won't be able to get to it through the white.
Okay, so we don't. So basically, we can because I thought we had to protect that.
He's
if we
gonna
have-
a Viseron is going to be in there doing that.
Alright.
Look, I say we build defenses like Hondo was saying on the western side of the map, as defensible as possible, and then focus on keeping cover, at least half concealment for our ranged units that are overlapping our infantry units enough where they can still engage the demon if it comes to a melee fight, and they are receiving some kind of benefit from cover, and then the melee units having some kind of cover that they can seek against
things go
any
bad,
kind of
yeah.
ranged magical attacks.
Okay, so I'm going to unlock tokens for a second, so don't mess with them. So the 1 through 6 are your locations, kind of where the barriers are going to be at. Place them.
What barriers?
The 1
his-
through 6.
His rock formation is he's kind of going to create a kind of a rise up so that the archers can get up high. Basically, is that what you're saying?
It was just a thought.
I don't want them up high. I want them behind cover.
Okay, so let's say, Ruckus, that the 6 positions are kind of barriers. Place them where you think they would be most beneficial.
Go
Okay.
grab the numbers and move them right now.
What are we doing for values?
What do you mean? Ask me.
Okay, well, it's gonna make a difference where I put these based upon how much range. You know what I mean? Is this gonna be an accurate representation
No.
of?
You're gonna have to. You're
Well,
gonna.
how many feet is each square? Can we
5
think
feet.
about that?
Well,
No,
I mean,
no,
it's
that's
it's
not
be
accurate.
more.
That's not
no,
accurate.
it's gonna be more like 30. Let's just say it's
Okay, that's fine. That's
yeah.
fine.
Let's do something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's do. Yeah. Okay. 30. So 30 feet for every square. That's going to be one full square of movement for regular movement. So that works out perfectly.
Kind of what I thought. I was playing
Yeah,
it by
for
ear.
sure. Okay, so we figure my guys have heavy crossbows, and I think the range on that is 150 feet.
My
And
guys
you-
have the same.
And
I don't know
think
what
it's
my
your
guys
guys have got lizards. You're on lizard mounts, so they're mobile too. So don't forget that. So the lizards are here too. So keep that in mind. Unless you don't want them. I think it's yours, aren't it, Ruckus? Isn't it your guys that are the mounts?
those,
I thought it was Varys's.
No,
He's got-
no, it's
No.
Yeah,
Varys
it's
has, like, the
Ruckus.
pike
Yeah,
one.
riding lizard. Thargus is riding lizard. They're down toward the bottom. Yeah, you've got your 4 guys. Ruckus are mounted.
Okay,
What about Banjo? What guys
Banjo
does he
has
have?
heavy crossbows as well.
Okay.
But they're the scouts. They could even maybe try to hide and like pop out and hammer somebody. Right, because his guys are supposed to be the what the hell, the Zentarum or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
They are. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they have hide abilities or sneak abilities or anything like that.
All right, so I'm gonna shrink these down to 5 feet, and that'll be how much room my my guy will occupy, or whatever. Like that's how far I'll spread out.
Okay, are we going to defend on two fronts, or we're gonna try to cover all the portals?
I don't think we need to. Like if one demon gets spawned, its only option is to flee or fight, and it'll most likely think
It will fight. He is
Okay.
almost 100% certain that it will go crazy based on the disorientation that it'll have, and especially if other demons are in the area, they cannot and will not be able to resist going after each other. In the story.
Right. But
Yeah.
I'm saying is like with the first one that gets summoned, it'll most likely try to fight us rather than run.
That's right.
So we just need to just set up a position where we can defend ourselves long enough for the second demon to get summoned. And then once they start engaging each other, we can just plink them down as much as possible while keeping their health even.
Okay,
so where are barriers?
where I am is okay, or do you want me to put myself closer to you guys? Hello?
Cutting in and out, bars a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that if you guys want me to put myself closer to you, or is it okay for me to stay at the green?
I would probably move at least towards the brown.
I mean, you understand, Varys, you get caught out there, you're on your own, right?
Yeah. I figured that you guys wouldn't care.
Lives on the
Well,
edge. It's Forest.
I mean, that's your play style. That's how you want to do it. But there is no coming to get you. So if you I mean, because not only the distance, but we'd have to like cross a Lord of Hell to get to you.
Yeah, you put yourself in a bad position, you're in a bad position. Like, all right, I'm gonna put myself here.
All right, I'm just putting these kind of in generic positions, Ruck. But if you want to change them up,
Yeah.
Duff, did you read what I wrote on this?
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, you can, yes, definitely put together what you are, what's your initial, when things begin to go, crazy, you say, this is my tactics, and we're going to discuss it, because it's going, what I don't want is, oh, we didn't know this was going to happen. Nope, that's not you're going to abide by the plans when the demons start to get summoned, because you're not going to know exactly what's going to happen.
Well, I think we're going to abide by our starting positions, but
but if he's calling out some things that he wants to start doing as soon as the first demon comes out, and and that's fine, and those things can happen. You can call your shots.
We can prepare.
We know that they're coming, so basically I could conjure my animals before the fight starts.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, you'll know when you can start conjuring when you see one begin to develop, basically.
All right. Does everybody like these prepared positions?
I think they're awesome.
It'll give us a little bit of movement in case one gets destroyed, or the people behind it get destroyed.
What are these barriers? They're just stone, right?
Yeah,
they're rock formations, yeah, but they're basically just they can be trenches with half walls, or they can be 4-foot walls, but they're 5 feet thick.
I kind of like that.
I was joking about the 2. Now I don't know where to put it.
No, I actually think that's not a bad idea, Dirty, because you're like the glass cannon, you know? So we got to keep you up. And then I kind of want to be central because if I have to run to one side or the other to heal, I need to be sort of centrally
Okay.
located.
Let me see. No, Ruckus, see, let me get your minions. So these are going to represent your guys, unless you want to spread them out. Or, if they're going to be in different groups. I need to know that. And then Hondo, here, your guys.
I need 3 separate groups.
Okay. 1 second then. And then Z is Banjo. Where's Banjo at?
Banjo is right by the 60. Yeah.
Got your Shield Guardian.
Okay. Oh.
Got your
So
Weasel.
if you can give me 3 Vs, I'll take 3 Vs.
Yeah, let me see which one you are. Hold on a second. Hondo, where are your NPCs? 1 second. I've got other ones here. So
is someone
Hondo, you
moving the
got an
3 back?
Olaf.
Yeah, I'm just kind of playing with it.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep 1 next to me, and then I'm gonna put 2 each on each flank.
So here's another. Let's do this.
So there'll be 2, like either maybe right here.
All right.
And right here, and then this one will be a single person.
Boris, you've got
they'll be next to me.
8 guys.
Yes.
Are they all going to be together?
I'm gonna have 2 of them with me, and the other 6 are gonna be on the circle next.
Okay, so here's your other one. Got 1 is 2, and the other are the 6.
6.
Banjo's got 8. Ruckus, you've got 4.
Dardos, can we bring you up here next to these archers, or are you staying further back?
No, I can go. I was thinking I'd move up some. I just
Yeah.
know I wanted to stay towards the back of the.
How long can you make these walls?
They're permanent change. So even if I die, I can do 5 feet in any direction per cast. So it could be a 5-foot cube, and I can do that.
So we can make a 5-foot wall, like a 5-foot long wall.
Yep.
That is 5 feet thick.
Yep, and it can also be 5 feet high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it can be any combination. So it could actually be like a rampart. Yeah. And I can do that 5 times per day. Since I could have cast it 10 times, I said I will do 6 basic bunkers. And then we'll just fiddle with the numbers because Duff was going to give us basically 2 days to do it. So one can be longer than 5 feet. Or a couple can actually be longer than 5 feet.
They're going to be enough to get some of your men behind and all that in the.
Okay, so this is what I'm. This is what I'm.
It was like an anthill to them,
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. If we can make like angled platforms where they can, like this one right here, this little triangle that I've made. If we can do that, we can double the length because the volume is what you're able to do,
It's actually it's 5 feet.
Oh, it's only 5 feet.
The spell specifically says it can be 5 feet in any direction. So I can go height, width, depth, 5 feet, but that's it. So I could do a 5-foot cube, or I can do a 5-foot, 2-foot high, 1 foot high, or 1 foot thick wall, but I can't exceed 5 feet per spell cast.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then yeah. I guess we'll put walls right here, and right here. And do you want to stay?
So We could do like two much larger walls, like you're doing.
Because this is kind of what I was thinking. We're walls right there. The
Uh-huh.
infantry line, we have intersecting fields of fire right here where I'm standing, which is probably where a majority of the combat will take place
Mm-hmm.
because it'll put the combat 120 feet away from the range cat, like the ranged and dirtless and, and everything.
Yeah.
And then Banjo and I will be up here. And then you can be along the wall.
Along the long wall?
Yeah, along the long wall with both Banjo and I's archers and Dirtless.
Okay.
And, you can come out far enough where you can heal us if need be.
All right. So.
Obviously we'll move this down so it's more even.
Yeah.
We want to even it out between both sides. But my thinking is we try to last long enough for the second demon to get spawned. And then when they go to fight each other, we keep both of their health as even as possible from observing them and like seeing their wounded state.
Uh-huh.
Keep it as even as possible. Only pick sides. Only damage the one that is like got the lowest. You know what I'm talking about. Keep them as low as possible. So when
He's played well.
one of them dies, the other one is close to dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we.
Well, because if one scores a big hit, then we shoot at the one that scored the big hit.
Yeah, exactly. And then so if one guy gets staggered, takes a massive amount of damage, then we target the opposite person.
Yeah.
And that way we minimize how threatening we are because we're not, if he's getting attacked by a demon and then also the only one getting stabbed in the back a million fucking times, that'll probably be like, okay, well then I'm just going to turn around and murder you all. But if we keep it even, then we're an equal nuisance to both enemies.
Yeah, and that works right up until the third spawn.
Well, then the third spawn, then we only target the most damaging, like the highest health one.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them, if it was me, if somebody fresh came into a fight, I would try to end them as fast as possible. But that's just from,
Okay, so make sure I'm understanding this. So your line of defense is here on the west side, and holding that you're going to be using the bunkers to shoot and cast out from, based on the first, whatever spawns first there is
Can we
going.
do it one section apart? Can we do it more like that?
Yeah,
So
you can play around. No, set it up. Yeah, I'm good. We won't lock this down until it's done.
I want to keep it even as much as possible between the two red and tan spawning zones.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that,
all right.
like maybe like that and like that and
yeah.
like.
I want a corridor we can get through the middle. We don't have to run 15 feet around.
Now, what is your? So what and looking at this. So we're seeing, the first one comes through, you're expecting it to attack, based on, and if it comes in this area, but until the second one comes through, then like he said, the free for all begins. But, I'm assuming when they get near you, or if they're, you've got, we're going to be, it is a little, disproportionate here, distance wise.
What's the green?
I don't know what your circles are. So
what are those big green circles?
Okay, I'm going to remove it. It was just before Duff put in the circles, I was going to use them to help me describe what I was getting.
Your rock formations, basically, right?
Or just where we were going to put parties. But then we decided to centralize, so I'll just move them off to the side.
Okay.
Disregard them for now.
So is that, are you going to start shooting right when they come out of the circles? Are you going to wait for them to come a particular distance towards y'all?
Well, the max range that we can target them is. What are these red circles down here? What are those, Hondo?
The red are not me.
Oh, I was more curious about what the other things were.
So the V's are my two flankers. So two archers at 1, 2 archers at 4. and then I'll keep an archer with me centralized with the main group.
Well, let's split that up and make those archers my archers because they have lizards that they can ride. And
Okay.
they'll be faster.
In case they have to retreat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
got
you want my archers back with the main group?
Yeah, I think so.
You're not worried about getting too centralized?
Yeah, like one
Not
breath
really.
weapon.
I mean, our archers and everything are just kind of like they're not that threatening. Like they're not going to be doing a majority of the damage.
That is true.
You know, so if anything, they're not going to be super worried about them.
So you're going to have some ability. I'm going to give you a little bit more. You're going to have some magical properties. Your arrows are going to be able to fly a little bit farther. Okay,
All
so all right, so it's going to work some, to help on the range. So we're going to say everything's kind of range wise is doubled. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Oh, so we can shoot 300 feet?
You're going to be able to really fire some arrows.
What about spells?
Can he
Sure.
cast unlimited fireballs and ice storms?
Exactly. It won't be
Yeah.
unlimited, but your distances are going to be doubled.
All right.
But you'll also understand the demons will have some of the same properties.
Well, then shit, how does that? That's not helpful.
Yeah, we should just keep it even then.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Tit for tat.
Yeah, but that's the thing is they're being summoned into our plane of existence.
Yeah, but you don't even know the links. You guys have no idea what their distance of their spells are going to be. So I'm just letting you know that they could, don't be surprised if some of their spells are,
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
All right, well, if that's the case, then I think we should move these guys apart and change up the barriers. So because if they can shoot that far, there's no reason for them to be that close together.
So yeah, Duff. So you're going to say we can shoot 300 feet, so we can shoot a football.
Yeah, you may.
field.
Well, what's the max distance on your weapon?
150.
Then you can shoot with that without disadvantage. That's what I'm basically going to say.
Well, no, that's 300 then.
No, yeah. Oh, you mean okay? I'm sorry. I thought you said max effective.
So we can
right.
shoot 600 feet at disadvantage.
Well, max effective range and max range are two different things.
Yeah, so your max range on your weapon. Sorry, I see. That's my bad. So your max range on your weapon. You're going to be able to shoot without penalties.
Okay, so max range becomes max effect range.
So are we gonna put the initial bowcasters like right in range?
I was thinking not.
So we want them to come to us so we can actually hit them much harder.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm actually wondering, should these guys be a little bit more out on the flank then? That way.
I kind of want to keep them where their field of fire
Overlaps ours.
Overlaps me and Banjo, because if we're going to be out there, I would like for them to be able to shoot, because that's my thing, is I'm going to try to get them to attack me as much as possible while there is only one demon up.
Okay, so let's say a demon spawns right here at green in the yellow circle.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moves right over this way. He can be hit by 4, 2, 3. You and Banjo move to engage.
Yeah. With my whistle, it'll take me one full turn to get there.
Right. So he's going to be hit by 4. He's going to be hit by the groups in 2, 3, 5, depending on, their movement.
Yeah. And then the whole time, what I'm going to try to do is whichever one looks like it's going first, So say the green one goes, or the purple one goes, or the red or tan or whatever. I'm going to use my whistle to get over there, and I'm going to start trying to walk them. So say if tan goes, I'm going to fly over there as fast as possible, engage him in combat, and try to walk him back to the center.
All right. So, do you think you're going to need some kind of protection spell on
Oh, I
you?
guarantee I'm going to need protection.
So the
Yeah,
question is,
absolutely.
what spell to use, though?
Protection from evil, if you have it.
Yeah, I can get that up. Let's see. Protection from good and evil. Let me double check what it is. It's concentration.
Yeah, but that's the thing is if you can put it on me and stay out of as much combat as possible,
Uh-huh.
then it'll significantly minimize the damage that I'm taking.
Okay, I can put it on you and you alone. It's on you. I cannot do any other concentration spell.
At
So
a distance of.
I touch him, he goes into combat, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, there's a distance. I was just checking to make sure there wasn't a distance on it. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So there is no bless for anybody. There is no aid for anybody. There's nothing else. While you have protection from good and evil on you, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty strong.
Okay, I'm fine with it, just as long as we know that, if I have to cast anything else, it's falling off of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So is this? So
Yeah.
what
You
are
have
our
to touch
tactics?
me,
You
right?
know, I have
Yeah.
a scroll, scroll protection against a specific type of creature. So it sounds like I can name the creature.
Name the creature or the creature type. Like if you, is it like I want protection from that guy right there, or is it I want protection from people
Protection
like that
from.
guy?
I want protection from double. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're a
Then,
little
yeah.
late to be telling us we have a wheelbarrow, Dirty.
Hey, I'm just
Then
going through my. I'm going through my inventory. Damn it.
Yeah,
If only we had a chaos cloak.
It's protection against fiends.
Okay. There it is. It's at the top. All right, never mind. That one won't help us.
What do you mean?
I don't think they're fiends, are they?
Yeah,
They're
demons are
demons.
fiends.
That's a bigger part. They're I think fiends are a different subcategory, are they not?
No, fiends are demon is the category, fiend is the subcategory.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't
So
think
it's a smaller portion.
it's a different group. Yeah. Let me make sure. I'm just gonna check.
Yeah.
I want to see.
I think they're all fiends.
I'm gonna look.
If memory.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking like Duff was, that it was backwards.
You guys all
Fiends.
have healing potions on you?
Yeah, I got like 4 or
So
5.
it is a smaller form of demon, not these guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Who is immune to being poisoned?
I'm not immune, but I'm resistant.
Just right now.
Are we fighting demons or devils?
Well, they're the overlords of the demon. Basically they're god. They're gods of their different factions. That are coming through. A demon lord of the oozes. What you've seen.
We need holy water. You need to bless some water
I've got
that we can dip arrows into, and maybe scrawl some runes, religious runes, onto arrows and bolts.
I can do the holy water.
I can prepare control water and use it. That's gonna be pretty effective.
Just good, but is it going to be holy water?
Yeah, if you bless it, it's gonna be holy water.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't get to it and bless it.
Well, can't we do it? Can't you do it? Can't that be a prep work? Barrels of holy water?
Yes,
Yeah,
I can have my barrel next to me.
I can prep like holy water at every numbered location, bunkers. And then if you have jugs, I can blessed water that you can carry with you. So, Duff, can we just make that part of the prep?
Blessing water.
That'll tax you out. But yep.
So, well, hang on, because let's see, actions. Bless is a level 1 spell. The spells I'm using to cast Stone Shape are 4 and 5. So I have 3 all the way down to 1 level spell. So that's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 10 spell slots for Blessing Water. Plus, I already have 4 jugs on me.
Are you asking me, or are you just telling the guys?
Well, I'm speaking my abilities, and then
Gotcha.
you have to make a decision on what you think is reasonable for the prep time we have.
Well, I mean, you got a couple, in a few days here, so you will be, the question is if it's like the rocks and the holy water, you can re-rest to gain the slots back, but
Right, well,
you're talking 6 spots for some barrels of holy water, fine.
yeah. So I have 10 spots to bless per day where I could bless water, and I have 5 spots per day where I can reshape stone.
Yeah, you're good for the six spots with some 6 couple of with the barrel of holy water at each spot.
Okay. So does that work for everybody?
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay. And then I also have something that's called let me bring it up one more time. It's called Keygorn's ointment or something. I think it's something we got here.
Yeah, that's the healing ointment. Yeah.
Yeah, but not only does it heal, if you're poisoned, you're cured of your poison, and if you're diseased, it cures you of your disease.
Yeah, it should have 10. You should have 10.
I have 4 of those.
4. Yeah, got 4 of those items.
No, wait, no, I have 1 of those.
Got 1 ointment, and I think it's like a healing kit. It should have. All right, so we got to so you need to roll up how many doses are in there. 1d4 plus 1 dose. So
2 doses.
Yeah, I'll split it for you. So you got 3. You got 3 doses of it. So
I can give that to somebody because like maybe Ruckus or even Kaz, because if he's going to be too far away for me to cure him of something, he could pop that. If he's poisoned, if he's diseased.
It does all the 3 things at once. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know. Do you want to just
hold on to it? Just who you want to give them to, and that's fine. Okay. Any other planning before we take the next step here?
I mean, I think we're at the makings of it.
So you're waiting for demons to come through, then the one that comes through, Ruckus is immediately going to air assault, Banjo following up behind, and then
No, Banjo isn't going to follow me. He's not as fast as I am. Yeah, he's going to stay in the field of fire, and if we can put some cover. Do we have any cover left?
Nope.
What about 1 and 4? Are we using those?
Those are where my archers are.
Okay. Let's switch those out, and we'll just not put them behind cover, and we'll let my lizard riders take those 2 positions where they can like maneuver and flank while moving.
Okay. So
because they're going to be faster. I say move your archers back over to where mine are, and if I can get another
token.
Yeah, another token for mine.
Okay.
And then we'll put this wall right here, where if we need to, Banjo's character and I can jump behind it.
All right. So that's kind of just like a forward spot.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So then, Varus, do you want to walk? We got an extra.
Okay, here's your other dude, Ruckus. You got 2, so they're 2 and 2 riding together, right?
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Yep. Okay.
Do you want a structure, a prepared position out on the flank where you're going to start the fight?
Hells yeah.
Okay, so you get number 4 then. So you can put 4 wherever you want, and that's a prepared position for you.
Cool.
Okay, so once we're done with this and Duff calls it for the night, there'll be a strategy meeting in the other channel where we can come up with lots of shenanigans for Duff.
Lots of stuff to foil him.
Well, yeah. Hold on 1 second. We're not done yet. Okay, so it's and that's I have no problem with that. I got that. Yes, you want to see what's going to happen, but what I want to know though, because I'm going to throw a wrench in it. So because these are demons, so what I want to know is when the fight's going on and all that, so if they get to a certain spot or Ruckus, you're getting activated. And then if the demons they start moving toward the western front, let's just put it that way, that your characters are going to engage and shoot, if they get to some sort of demarcation line is basically, and that's what we're using the cones for. Basically,
well, but wait,
yeah, the cones are just their field of fire.
Moment?
What now?
So we come in with the plan. Ruckus is going to go out and he's going to be our harasser. He's going to have protection from good and evil on him. We've got prepared positions. We've got buckets of holy water. But depending on the demon that spawned, like we may choose to not fire, right? So we get to decide that on the night, not right now.
True.
Yeah, if like a lower level demon comes out, then I'm not gonna worry about. You know what I mean? Like I'm only gonna try to get the attention of one of the higher level demons if what demon comes out that is gonna be a real issue that we want to move into position.
Which one's their top dog? Is it the Demigorgon?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I'm wondering, like, if he comes out, maybe we.
Okay. We're gonna. Here comes your wrench. Here comes your sock wrench. I need the 4 of you to each roll a d20, just a standard d20, in the chat window, please. Hold on before you roll it. Okay, Vars. Yeah, you got to see.
The 4 who?
But hold on, I was going to clear this out. Yeah, the 4 of you, Vars. You can take your 16. Just type in 16 Vars and hit enter. So it. Yeah. Okay. Rest of the other 3 of y'all. Would you roll a d20, please? All right. So. All right.
You want me to roll for Banjo as well?
No, I do not. So I'm going to roll a dice, and I'm going to roll a percentile die here, and 50% or lower, I start from the bottom. 51% and higher, I start from the top. Okay, 59. So I'm starting at the top. So Ruckus, you have a particular square to pick: yellow, red, green, or purple. Pick one.
What do you mean?
Pick one.
This might be where the nasties are coming out. I think.
Oh, are you talking about the
4 circles? The 4 circles. I want you to pick one.
I thought you were putting them on.
No. I know where you are. No, I want to know a circle. Which one? Pick a circle.
I'm gonna go with green.
Okay, let me get a token here. I want to mark these out. All right, so Ruckus, green one. Oh, not the. Oh my God, it's because of the way the token gets laid out. I hate it. All right. Varus, you're next. Pick a circle.
Brown.
Okay. Next, Hondo, pick a circle.
I'll take purple.
And Dirt, you are red. Let me put this here. Now.
Is my mic on? I want white.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Actually, that's probably the size of my guy.
Yeah. I noticed the H is the biggest of all.
It keeps like going backwards. That y'all messing with me? Probably so. Damn it, Ruckus.
Was that Ruckus?
It's him messing with me.
I was scrolling it back down as he was doing it.
You know what, you bastard. Okay, so
I'm
here's
sorry,
now.
this game's coming to an end. I have to get
All
in my
right,
bar.
so I'm going to now reverse this, and so Dirtless, you went last, so I need a D6 roll from you, Dirty. 1 through 6. So, pick a Well, actually, I'll let you pick a number. You could choose one. You got 1 through 6. I need a number from you.
1.
Keep it the dice roll.
I did. I said 1.
I'm going to send you something. Don't say anything yet. Okay. All right. Who's next? That's Hondo. Hondo, pick a number out. 6. Is that what you want?
The dice say.
Don't say anything. Varus, you have 2, 3, 4, 5 left. No, 2, 3, 4, 5. You basically of those numbers. Sorry. Pick 2, 3, 4, 5.
2.
Roll it.
All right, and Ruckus, you
Oh
have.
my God! What the?
You have four. You have 4 or 5. You have 3. You have 3, 4, or 5. What do you want, Ruckus?
He's trying to 4.
4, please.
I want to choose again.
All right, nope. Each one of you is going to control a demon when they enter the arena.
Yes.
And your job is to kill everything that you see, well as the demons. You may not hold your punches. You may not hold your anger. You are.
Can you make the module public? Well, not the pub. I don't know how to do it, but I want to see the portrait.
I'll send it to you here. We'll do it here. I'll put them on. I'm going to put them on here in a second. So, you've got the sheet. You can go to the other tab, and it shows you a portrait.
It doesn't load. It says the module you're attempting to use is
You
not
need to
loaded.
open it. You need to open up
Yeah, they closed them all with the update. There's a new update in there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, open up your. Well, hold on a minute. Yeah, maybe you can't see them. Well, no.
Yeah, I can't access
it. May not be able to see them because I got it. Okay, so we'll put them. I'm going to put them on here in a second, so you'll be able to see what they look like. Okay, so you cannot pull your punches. You are when as the demons as you come through, when you'll find out, you will be you can attack, but you can't pull your punches when you go after minions on the ground, depending on where you're at. But you also have to attack each other without mercy at all. And you cannot pick sides. You cannot choose, partner up and all that. You basically wail on each other however you see fit. We will roll initiative on that for the demons first. And the initiative order will change every time it comes to the top.
Beautiful.
It is a battle royale, and you 4 are the primary battlies.
But I'm pretty sure you want to make us level 15.
So
yeah, I was just thinking that maybe that would be a good idea.
All right, so who's Fraz?
That would be me.
All right, so I'm gonna I haven't put y'all on the combat tracker yet, but here is here's what you look like.
So he's up in the top corner there.
All right, who's Orcus?
That's me.
Here, let's just.
Yeah. Oh, I put it wrong. Sorry about here. Sorry about that. I'm not looking. All right.
So do we know what order they're coming?
You have no idea yet. Okay.
Okay.
Yenog.
Oh, that's me. I got Yenog. And you guys are dead.
Dublex is dirt.
You got the big old jelly?
Yeah.
Lame.
I know.
Lame.
It doesn't have wings or anything, man.
So so write that down now. I would use what I was trying to figure out is how to give you the ability to see your character sheet right here. I don't know how to make that an NPC out, like so that you can write all this down. So because you've got all these abilities. Okay, that I want you, and this is why I
Well, as
wanted
long
to.
as we have the character sheet, we can just do it from there.
I
It'll just look weird.
So I don't want to share it yet on the combat tracker because you can't. Well, I guess maybe y'all actually could know what each other does because you're all brothers and siblings to some degree. But
Well, that's the thing is I'm not going to tell anybody
yeah,
what
you
my
can't.
character's abilities are.
That's fine, and I don't have a problem with that. I was laughing when you said, "Well, we're going to have an off-camera talking on." I said, "Oh, here it comes," because you have to destroy. As the demons, you are raging lunatic, kill each other without pause, without mercy, and but you also will have, like I said, something. That's why I was asking about some of the tactics, because Ruckus, you're going to be flying in there when one comes through, and you're going to have to wallop on them, and so they can wallop you if they want. But I figured this might be just a nice little curveball for you guys. Have to try to also be a demon. But definitely want to make sure you understand that, yeah, Vizeron is correct on that, and it's been very clear on that when y'all get in proximity with each other, nothing else matters, honestly. So you can play that and throw that however you want to.
So close, no matter how far.
Got all your properties there for the four of you, and now you know who's coming through so far.
Yeah, I really think we need to be higher than.
Can I re-roll?
This is it. These are the four.
So these are the other three won't be showing up.
That we know of.
It is not for you to worry about right now. You are.
Okay.
You are what? You're Yenog.
Yeah.
Nina.
I think I might be the toughest demon on the field here.
What's your challenge rating?
Let's see. Where do I find that? 24.
Y'all all the 23 and 24. Y'all are all about the same.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
I got some pretty beastie abilities. So if your armor class is less than
I don't know. Don't tell me.
Don't say. You talk tactics now. Not allowed. You may now read over, and we'll get the table up real early so you can get back on to make sure your abilities here. Y'all can look them up and read about them. I think the the SRD and the wikis out there will have enough and show what their
awesome
abilities are. Okay. There are going to be possibilities. There are going to be other things that could very well come through. You might have minions that follow you. This is going to be chaos.
What level are we supposed to be in the book at this point?
They did the book by, let me see. I think the book was done by
because if it's by like checkpoints leveling, then
you are what you are, Ruckus.
I'm just saying, it's like I'm gonna murder Ruckus, like even with rage and immunity.
It's a demon.
Like, I know, but okay. What I'm saying is like the module wants us to be a certain level to do this.
I will tell.
This is cool.
Do not assume that.
When you're going through your character sheet. You're going through a character sheet, it highlights like an ability, and then I can just drag that on a creature. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't used to highlight it like that. That's
Yeah,
not
it's just
okay.
gonna look weird. It's gonna say Ruckus
Yeah.
casts
Mhm.
fist attack.
understand. Yeah, I understand. I'm bringing
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some of the other so the other factions. Well, there's going to be some randomility, and they may show up early, they may show up late. We don't know when they show, and I'm going to be offsetting some because I understand what you're saying. Well, why can't we be higher depending on? Because I think this. Let me look. Level 15 was going to be the highest you could get.
Hey, Dirty.
All right. Any questions, gentlemen? Said I wish we had Banjo. I would have done 5 demons. That's why. So the 4 demons because there's the 4 of y'all as players, and so you've got.
Well, that's Banjo should get a demon.
I don't
No,
think
he
so.
doesn't get a demon. You get only the players get
Well,
a
I'm
demon.
just saying. Well, that's
Then
the
I'd
thing.
have to
Is
control 2
player.
demons.
Dirtless is all right. Well,
I don't want to control 2
I was trying to
demons.
get you a better demon, but whatever, man.
Yeah, okay.
Knock yourself out.
It is it is what it is
Trying to
to
help
have
you
some
out,
fun.
My demon's going to go hide in a corner.
Yeah.
All right, and you got 2 weeks to plan out your rampage.
I already know what I'm going to do.
Any other questions, gents? Any other things? Y'all can still plan out stuff, but there are going to be things that happen on the battlefield that will affect one where y'all are charging. Now you may not cross the white, and you cannot also go back into you may not touch basically the wards. Once you step out of the ward, you can't go back in them. They're basically it's like a force
prevent us
field.
from doing anything?
Well, you can't cross over it, but no, it's just like a field. You just can't step on it. That's all. Doesn't really do anything to you. And it doesn't block things, so you can shoot through it or whatever like that. Yes. It's just you can't penetrate it.
Okay.
I'm laying out some of the technicalities here. They were a little open on some of this stuff. And the planning for this is like, holy moly. But this was one of the ideas they threw out there, and I said, oh, I'm definitely doing this. There's no doubt about it. So,
Are you putting them on the combat tracker yet?
not yet. I will when we start. I wanted you guys to at least see where you're going to be coming in at. Well, you don't. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where you will come in at.
Okay.
That's
Just
why
so
I
we
was
don't
having
know
y'all pick
when.
it. You'll find out.
Thank God. Thank God I'm spawning way out there, because if I spawned next to us, I'd kill us all in one turn.
My spells take 3 days to work.
Good Lord.
All right.
Any other questions, gentlemen? And we will hold right there for the night. The Battle Royale, I will be pumping it up, and come watch the demons get ready to rumble. And that's how we'll introduce the fight. Vizeron just became Vincent McMahon. And he's going to ding, 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 ding. And out
You
they
better throw
come.
out some spells, that son of a bitch.
All right, guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to get to
right.
that. So you got you got
Awesome.
your position set up. You got a demon to control, and your job is to, as that demon, follow it as best you can and beat the living snot out of each other and have fun.
Yeah, I
doing
like
it.
they have like the description of like your demon's background or whatever. I like that. I'm gonna try playing as close to that as possible.
That is the plan, and that's why I said so. You make sure you write it down and go look it up, and then we'll get the table up at least an hour early. I know Ruckus, work wise and all that, but
Yeah, I'm definitely. I think I might I might get a half day that day.
Yeah, there you go. Same. And Varus, you too. We can't, if we miss, you can't play it. So don't, but not this next Thursday, but the week after. We're off next Thursday. because some of us will be drinking in
Mm-hmm.
the blistering freaking cold of Milwaukee.
It's gonna warm up. It's
Yeah, a
warming
couple
up. It's
degrees.
like
Yeah,
30.
we'll be. Yeah. But the 14th is the battle royale for our possible end of Out of the Abyss. Who will be left standing when the dust settles in the cavern?
Mhm.
I'm pretty
All right,
sure that
gents.
Hondo gets to live.
Good enough. Yeah, well, he's got a
Sounds
marriage to go
Okay,
to. So,
see you later.
all right, you guys be good. I will touch base with you, Dirt, Hondo. I'll see you guys in a week. Ruckus, y'all be
Yeah,
good. Vars
awesome.
be good. And I'll reach back out to y'all the first of the week after we get back. And if there's any questions or you need to get more info on the character, just ask then. Okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all be good. We're going to call it the night. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Later.
Night all.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
see you. All right. Not bad at all. Coolio. Don't know. Didn't really have too many people watching, but that's okay. We're going to have some fun. What's up, Baboon? I didn't see you in the channel there. You're lurking. You lurk. All right. A battle demon. Apropos for the characters to have some fun with it. Probably be our last session. So, unless it rolls over to another session during the battle, but we'll see. All right. Well, anybody else are watching? Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night. The Lost Minds of Fandelver, our newbie group, and semi-newbies, to get another session in before we go pretty much dark. We'll probably play Monday. I think we're going to run the Deadlands group Monday night so they can have their kind of their final value for their first part of their campaign as they're getting started. And then we go dark for the week for Gary Kahn and getting. So everybody, thanks for watching. That's out there. Yep, that's right, Eric. I thought you were out there too. We will play tomorrow night session and get at least get 3 hours of play in before we go, because we will not play the next Friday. So, and hopefully you guys could get to play next Wednesday for ETU. Back in session, man. So, but yeah, this I'm looking forward to. It's going to be total chaos this last. So anyway, good to see you, Eric. Chuck, you're still there. Good to see you. We're going to cut it for the night and be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock on the channel. Lost Minds. Be here, be square. See you later.